Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. It's Direwolf20 on the Primus server, and I've done some base building. I don't know if I love it or not, but it's what we've got. And my initial idea was to use the ethereal dark glass here, because you can walk through it. But it's such a pain to craft because it takes unstable ingots. You take 8 of the regular dark glass with an unstable ingot in the middle, and then you only get 4. And you can only make a couple at a time because the ingots blow up otherwise. So what I did was I put the walkthrough glass on all sides of the middle room. And then I just picked one side on each of the others. They go each direction just so we can get in and out. A little progress report over here. I really need to make some bedrockium for a drum. I have an excess of mulch. I put a buffer barrel in here, or drum, whatever, which is, well, it was full. I messed up when I put 16 more engines on top, and when I did that, the conduits, they were set to in-out, so they didn't actually fill up. So I just switched them to insert, and it took a lot of the biomass out of the barrel here, but we've got double the power now, about 1600 RF. So it seems to be working pretty well. I'm still running the quarry/ender quarry off of this tesseract, and I actually hooked a little more power into it. I still limit it with the iron pipe on the receiving end, and then we still got the 4 dynamos making the actual biomass for us. So that leads us to the base here. What I was going to do initially, I was going to make a little railing right on the edge of the marble. But I had some dark glass left over, so I figured, I'll just fill it in. I don't know if I had made these elevators last time. I tried to dye them the same color as the floor of the room that they go to down the little hallway, but it's a little off on a couple of them. Well, on all of them, but I mean, you get the idea. It's just so I know which way I'm facing when I link book in here. So I have set up the processor creator thing. Here's what it looks like. These 6 all make silicon. These 3 make the circuit things, and then they get stamped into processors in these 3. And I had a really hard time with this because it's an even number of blocks wide. So this was the best I could come up with. I'm pretty happy with it, I guess. It would have been a lot easier if it was an odd number, but what are you going to do? So if we go back here and take a look, I did this with item conduits and channels. There are no item filters in here. You can kind of see the channel color on the side of the item conduits. So this one, I believe, is the raw silicon. It goes into here. It buffers in the silicon processor barrel. This one is for redstone. Then I put the diamonds, gold, and pure certus here. They all come to these 3. And then we'll do this again. So just so you can see where the conduits are, I had to access the top and bottom and back of these 3 inscribers. Unfortunately, connected textures don't work for the facades when they're mixed in with the actual blocks. So I had to make this whole thing out of facades. So I did make the painting machine. I had to. And I didn't do this while I was recording because it would have been really long and tedious and boring. So I also do wish that this was 1 block shorter, but I guess I could live with it. I mean, that's just nitpicking at this point. So let's run over to the other place real quick. I started using caches, and this one, the hardened cache, I think it holds 40,000. I don't remember. Yeah, 40,000. Unfortunately, you can't tell what's in it just by looking at it. But if you get the multimeter, whatever you want to call it, and you right click, it'll tell you what you've got. If you notice on the iron one, you can see there's kind of a little red line there indicating what percentage of the barrel is full. That's probably about 5%. I said barrel, I mean cache. So these things are pretty cool. I had considered hooking them up with storage buses, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle that. What I am imagining for the base here is I want to put a terminal on this wall. I don't know what else will go on this wall. This wall, I want to put a bunch of deep storage units and a monitor for HDSU to show what is in it and what the amount is. And then either this wall or over here, all of the auto processing, I'll probably just use a bunch of sag mills and alloy smelters, not upgraded or anything. I'll just, I don't know, make a row of them. I think I can get 40 of them in there if I want. We're not going to use that many, but you know, if we want to, we totally can. And we'll need some drives somewhere, but you know, who knows where those are going to go. The deep storage units, I figured I would put on a subnetwork, but I don't know if the monitor, I don't know how monitors work on subnetworks. So I'm going to put 4 controllers right here. We're actually going to do this right now. I'm going to put controllers here, and then I can branch off with dense cable in all 4 directions, and I'll probably just go ahead and run 2 colors per side. And then after I get to here, I'll split one off this way and one off that way for whatever machines go in the rooms upstairs. That'll be like manual stuff, I guess. So the first thing I did, I made the energy acceptor, I made a crafting terminal, and I made a storage bus. Throw a bunch of stuff in a chest, put a storage bus on it. It makes crafting a lot easier. So I actually have this power unhooked right now. We'll go ahead and hook it up. And I guess we'll make our controller first. Or all 4 of them. And I only made enough pure fluix to make these. So I was thinking I would run the dense cable actually in the floor so you can see it. I don't know how well that's going to work out, but you know, it's worth a shot. So I need to gather a lot more resources. The best way to do that is to make a drive and some 64Ks probably. I'm going to go straight to the 64. And we'll just go ahead and make 2 drives. And let me do some 64Ks, and I'll probably just speed it up or something. I'll be right back. Okay, I took these 3 out. I didn't want to make the extra storage cells. I know you need 27 gold processors for 164K. And I think it's like 9 of these and 2 or 3 of those. I don't really remember. But we're going to have to make some crystal growth accelerators because to make these guys, we need the pure Certus. And I mean, really, I think that's the only thing that you actually need it for. So we are going to have to make some crystal growth accelerators. So I'm going to get rid of that thing. We don't need that right now. So we're going to have 3 channels right here. I also made an interface I also made an interface right off the bat because those are really useful. So we'll just leave our energy acceptor there. Let me see if I have a dolly. We'll just put that right here for now. And then I figure we'll put our drives wherever the middle is. Terminal will go off to the right a little bit. And this may get rearranged a little later on, but I figure if we put the drives here, terminal on one side, and then when we make the pattern things, we can put the pattern terminal on this side. And we'll just go ahead and throw a couple of those in there. So it should be 3 channels right now. And this will be 4. I think we can make 3 more storage buses. Go ahead and bring the DSUs over here for cobble, gravel, sand, maybe dirt, and then run a quarry. And we won't have to worry about the drives filling up with a bunch of junk because we'll have the DSUs to store the bulk items. So we're going to need at least 3 more storage buses. Let's go get the DSUs first of all. Come on, guys. All right. And I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do for lighting. If you guys have any suggestions, please, I'll take them because I don't like torches everywhere. I have no problem with wrath lamps or something. But I don't know. Those things are always kind of buggy for me. If they go out too far, you know, they like, I don't know if they still prohibit tree and plant growth or not. They could very easily still do so. So let's see, we're going to have 4 for the DSUs, 5, 6, 7, and then this interface should be 8. So let's just line these guys up right here for now. These are very easy to move, so it's really not a big deal to just put them here temporarily. And we'll need 3 more storage buses, which take an interface in the recipe. I may or may not have enough pistons over here. I may have to go make a few pistons. So let me make 3 more storage buses. Let's look at the recipe first. Yeah, it's 1 of each. So I'm going to have to go get some. Let me do that and then I'll bring you back. I actually had the formation and annihilation cores already made. I made a few extra initially, so I totally forgot about that. I threw another stack of gold processors, or gold in there to get processed, half a stack of diamonds. So we can see the thing in action. And apparently I've got 1 in here, but I don't have enough redstone. Let's throw a couple stacks of redstone in the barrel. Totally forgot about that. I didn't realize that I had some of these guys waiting to go. Ooh. I got a lot of stuff waiting. Wow. I think I stopped it because I wanted to demonstrate how it works. And I don't have any silicon over here, but you get the idea. Alright, good. So I'll have plenty of these. That's awesome. I won't have to make pure Certus for a while. So let me throw some stuff back into the ME. all of this stuff, actually. You know what? Let's do this a different way. Let's get our interface. And this is how I'm going to pump items in anyway. So if we have the interface connected, I'm actually going to pump the items from the Tesseract straight in. So we could set this up while all these things are pumping in. Alright, not sure why I have the sand over here, but you know, whatever. So 4 storage buses. We'll just put them up here like this, and I think we actually have to run cable on them. And we need to set the priorities. We'll just set them to 10. I didn't know you could do that. If you hit this button, it looks to see what the storage bus has in there currently, and it puts it there automatically. You don't have to take a stack out and put it in here. That's awesome. So if you need to partition your storage bus, just hit this wrench and it'll put the item that's in the container as a rule in the bus. That's pretty cool. And this is really slow. Not that big of a deal. I think this will actually... I'll just run the cable like this. Make sure we could see everything. Sand, gravel, dirt, cobble. Good. So I did not go over my channel limit for this segment, which is awesome. So now what I'll do is I'll probably have to switch out this conduit for something a little stronger, like the orange conduit we used over here. If I can get up and see it, the enhanced 5000 plus RF. This one's only 640. So while the ME system doesn't use a lot, the quarry will. And you know what? Actually, you know what? No, I don't. I'll just make another Tesseract. That's how we'll do it. No big deal. So if I want to pump items into the system, I'm not going to leave this where it is. This is just to get these guys in there. We can actually speed up the process a little bit. If you double click fast enough, it's supposed to put everything from your inventory in there. I rarely double click fast enough. So we'll get all those in there. Let's do it like this. We had that ender chest set up on the other side. We'll just rob this setup. We will take these guys. We'll take this ender chest. We'll take some apatite, apparently. And we'll take this trash can and filter. And how we'll do this, we'll just use the Tesseract for energy right now. Just like we have been. We'll kind of do the same setup, except our destination now will be the ME system instead of all those barrels over there. So we want one of these right here. Actually, let's move it back one. We'll put it right there. We'll run our conduit like this, and we'll insert here. We'll put our upgrades in there, and I'll put the trash can. Where do I want to put this thing? It needs to go on this conduit segment. So we'll just put it right there. Right now I got so much sandstone from ender quarrying the desert. and I ran it in the nether as well. So we don't need to filter anything that's in the DSUs anymore. So I'll just do it like that. The drawback is you can't put anything in there while the filter is in it, but not a problem. So we will insert there, and we should be good to go. I don't anticipate, we might fill up the types, but there's no way we'll fill up the actual storage. And by the time that thing is done, I should be able to make at least 4 more 64Ks. I'll probably run out of these before I run out of anything. So let's go put our ender quarry down. And I'm not gonna limit the power. I'm just gonna let it go. And we'll make sure everything is all good. I kind of messed up. You know, I did this one little section. Now I have to go around it, or I'm going to waste a lot of time letting the ender quarry scan where it already has done so, which, So let's just we'll do this little island right here. Let's actually start it right there. We'll get another couple pieces of dirt. And we'll go out as far as this one. And then we're not going to go that far out this way. We'll go to right. Can I do it right there? Yep. All right. What did I do? Oh, I'm 1 block off. Monkey Puzzle realized yesterday that these markers, when you have them set correctly, they give off little particle effects pointing in the direction of the other one. So this one is going, looks like this way and that way. This one is only going toward that one. Okay, now we have a boundary. I'll just put this guy. We'll make sure we're in the same chunk, and we'll put this on top. And we're already working. And I'm still going to have to use the quarry for dirt, because we need it for the tree farm. We don't really need that much, but we are still going to need it. So if we take a look at this, we're getting cobblestone. We're getting some other things. We've already gotten some ores. So this will be really good. And like I said, I'm going to make a couple more 64K drives. As many as I can, actually. And figure out what I want to put in deep storage units. And then hopefully I'll get enough quartz. This is all I've got. I have to make a lot of dust for cable, and we're going to have to make a sheep farm for wool. We're going to need a lot of redstone. I have a lot at the other base, and a lot of glowstone for the dense cable and the smart cable. I think we need it for the smart cable. Yeah, it's a covered cable, redstone and glowstone. So, and then we take that. I think that makes a dense cable too. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't crafted that much of it. Yeah, the dense cable is 4 with even more glowstone and redstone. So we're going to have to either exploit a witch spawner from somewhere, which actually may not be a bad idea, or find another source of glowstone. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I probably won't get another one out before Thanksgiving. So if you're a person who celebrates Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If there are any other holidays in any other countries that I'm not aware of that happen this week, happy holiday, whatever it is. And I should be back Saturday. So hopefully I'll have another episode for you on Sunday. So thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, give me your suggestions for lighting around here. Leave me any questions, comments, anything like that. I'll see you guys next time.